What's going on, everyone? Disarm here with Disarm Sports, and the gameplay you're watching is me playing some TDM on Skyrise. I know, it's another TDM. My last few videos were TDM, but I've been trying, when it comes to playing the new DLC maps, you usually end up playing a lot of TDM because, well, that's what everybody's playing. So what do we got for today's video? Well, I got some channel news, and I got some like Walking Dead, Norman Bates kind of stuff to talk about. It's an article I came across. So let's get into the channel news first, and that is we are one step closer to doing the Kids Teach Dad How to Play Minecraft series. At least I'm hoping it's going to become a series. We'll see how well it's accepted, and go from there. But for the most part, I'd really like to turn it into a series, on the channel, because the spam mail series is kind of has wound down, I should say. So yeah, we needed to upgrade my son's computer a little bit because his video card was, well, he had no video card. It was just onboard graphics, and it just was really making it difficult to be able to play on his computer. So we got that all taken care of, and now we're just in the process of doing some capture and some testing, make sure we got everything hooked up correctly and everything's working out and all that good stuff. And then eventually we'll start posting, so you can be looking for some of those videos coming up in the future. So what's the disturbing stuff I want to talk about? I did say Norman Bates Walking Dead kind of thing, and this is something I came across on my MSN homepage, and I was going to talk about it in a few videos back, but at the same time I thought, well, I'm going to hold off on it for a little while because there were some other things I wanted to do. So what is this article and why is it so disturbing? Well, the reason it's so disturbing is because a Nigerian restaurant was shut down for serving human flesh. Now, you heard me say that right. They were serving human flesh. This is pretty, like I said, it's like Norman Bates and Walking Dead just mashed together is what this is. So let's get into the article here. This is a hotel restaurant in Anambra, Nigeria, and I hope I said that correctly. Anambra, Nigeria. And they were shut down for serving human flesh. And the authorities, the police there, became, aware of some rumors that were being, thrown out there by suspicious residents, and they were telling police of this, and eventually it got to the point where the police raided the restaurant, and when they raided it, okay, this is where The Walking Dead kind of comes into play, and you'll understand when I say it. When they raided the restaurant, they discovered fresh human heads, fresh human heads that were still bleeding. Okay, the blood was in the process of being drained into a plastic bag. Okay, now the reason I say Walking Dead is because of that episode when everybody was in the I guess you can call it village or whatever, where everybody's welcome. Well, we soon discovered why everybody was welcome. Either join us or, well, we're going to eat you is basically the way it was. Or they weren't looking for anybody to join them and they were just going to eat you anyways. So yeah, it made me think of that scene where, the processing scene. I'm sure if anybody's a Walking Dead fan, they know what I'm talking about. It's when everybody goes into processing. So in addition to not just what the police found there, the illegal meat, the human, heads and whatnot, they also found automatic weapons, grenades, and cell phones. These were illegal, cell phones. I guess you could call them, there is a term called, burner phone, I suppose, but at the same time, could these cell phones have been cell phones of people who were staying at the hotel, maybe? I don't know. I mean, when you really think about this, it's a hotel restaurant. Lots of people stay at hotels. if you disappear for some mysterious reason, it's very likely that's where you ended up. You know, it's hard to tell. So yeah, that's where the Norman Bates kind of stuff comes in. You know, because I'm thinking, you know, Norman Bates hotel. You know, he killed everybody that would stay at the hotel. You know, he didn't eat them, but I mean, you know, he did kill them. So yeah, you know, one of the residents, he's quoted in saying, "Every time I went to the market, I observed strange activities going on in the hotel. People who were never cleanly dressed and who looked a bit strange made their way in and out of the hotel, making me very suspicious of their activities. I am not surprised at the shocking revelation." I would be surprised even if I noticed strange activity, because for me, when I think of strange activity, I'm thinking, you know, it's like drugs or some other form of crime, you know, not serving people human flesh. There was a priest who ate at the restaurant, and this is a Nigerian priest. He ate at the restaurant, and he was surprised when he got his bill, and it was 700 naira. It's either naira or naira. I know I butchered the heck out of that, or roughly $3.50 in terms, you know, in US dollars. And tens of millions of people in Nigeria, they subsist on, you know, like $1 a day or less than $1 a day. And when the attendant noticed the priest's reaction, the attendant told the priest it was because of a small piece of meat he had eaten that made his bill so much higher. And at the time, he had no idea that he had been served human meat, which is what made his bill so much more expensive. So this, in all honesty, was a really disturbing article that I came across. You know, at first I did a double take. I was like, there's no way this is, am I reading this right? And when I read the article, I was really shocked. And so yeah, this is why I say it's like Norman Bates and Walking Dead all mashed together. And it mentions a couple other little instances, you know, along the same lines. I guess last year there was an Australian chef, Marcus Volke. He murdered and cooked his girlfriend before killing himself. And in Brazil, also last year, a man and 2 women were arrested for murdering potential nannies and then cooking their flesh into empanadas, human empanadas. So I'm going to leave a link to this article in the description for everybody to check out and read. And hopefully everybody, you know, I'm sorry, for everybody who watched this video isn't you know, losing their stomach at this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.